Here we'll do another example with mixed units. We're given 70 inches to start, and we must change to feet and inches. Therefore, our answer is in mixed units. However, we're going to begin by taking 70 inches and changing just to feet first, and getting a number and a decimal. We'll begin by writing 70 inches and multiplying this by a fraction. Since we start with inches, inches must go to the bottom, and since feet is what we need, we'll place feet on top. We recall that 1 foot is the same as 12 inches. Since feet is on the top, we will place that 1 on top next to feet. Since inches are on the bottom, we will place that 12 next to inches on the bottom. Our operation will be 70 multiply 1 divide by 12. We go to the calculator and do our math. We'll enter the 70. We don't have to say times 1, but it won't hurt anything if we do. And then we divide by 12. When we press enter, we get 5.83 repeating. I'll write this out to a couple of extra decimal places. We'll say 5.833. Now we're going to split this into a whole number and a decimal number. Our whole number will be the 5, and our decimal number will be the 0.833. The whole number will be part of our answer. The reason we know this is because the inches will cancel out in our multiplication and leave us with feet as our answer. Since we needed feet as part of our answer, that 5 feet will be the first piece of our answer. However, for the decimal number, we have 0.833, and we'll need to change that decimal number of feet to inches again. Now we write 0.833 feet. We multiply by a fraction with feet on the bottom and inches on top. We're now changing from feet back to inches. Since we started with feet, feet must go to the bottom, and the inches are what we need now. We just said that 12 inches is the same as 1 foot. The 12 must go next to inches in our fraction. Therefore, since I have inches on top, the 12 must go next to it. The feet on the bottom are attached to the number 1, and so next to feet on the bottom, I will say 1. Now for my operation, I'll say 0.833 multiply 12, and we can skip the division by 1 if you like, because dividing by 1 does not change our answer. We'll say 0.833 and multiply by 12. We get 9.996. However, we can safely round this up to 10. Now let's examine the units that we have left. Since we have feet on top and the bottom, inches will be the unit left over. Therefore, we'll have 10 inches. This will be the other part of our answer. Therefore, to answer in feet and inches, our whole number will be the 5 we got at the end of the first step, and our inches will be the 10 we got at the end of the second step. So our final answer is 5 feet, 10 inches.